Hello and welcome back everyone. I am Holydemonhero and this is my playthrough and guide of the SevTech Ages mod. So, last time we left off, we just got into Age 2, and because we just got a whole bunch of portals done, we're going to get ourselves another portal by completing a swamp talisman. And so for that, I'm going to have to get to the swamp area first, so I'll see you guys there. Away! Yeah! Alright, so I'm here back in the swamp, and we have our Betweenlands portal altars. Now, to get the talisman pieces, you have to wait for some dark druids to spawn, which shouldn't take very long. There's a random amount of them spawning, so sometimes there'll be one, sometimes there'll be four. We have one. And so the dark druids are not that difficult. They will just hit you, and sometimes they'll teleport around, and then they can also use their to lift you up into the air and throw you. And so it is very helpful to use the wild dog pelt boots because they negate most, they pretty much reduce all the fall damage. You don't have to worry about constantly taking fall damage from them, and this way you don't get hurt by their mind grab. If you don't have the boots, you can also try to land in a tree or vines. Which the vines, they reduce your... They kind of act as if you were on a ladder going down. And their melee attacks aren't that damaging, but I noticed that at nighttime and when it's raining, there seems to be more druids spawning on average than if it's during the day. So, just something to keep in mind if you're noticing that you're getting overwhelmed. Oh. Oh, God. Yee. Running away. Ah. Dang it. Not now. Okay, so, of course, using a shield is also very helpful. And I think actually, yeah, my chest armor piece broke. Alright. Yep. So, after you kill a few of them, you should get swamp talisman pieces. And there's 4 different pieces that you will need. So, just gonna make sure the coast is clear. Of course. Come on. Alright, yeah, now that the skeletons have bows and arrows, are a lot more annoying. Anyway, you go up to the Dark Druid altar, and you can see the 4 different slots to put them. And doing that... Oh. Killed the druid that was there? Wow. And we got our swamp talisman. Hooray! And we got our give me that! Which now we can step through a tree portal into the Betweenlands. Hooray! Alright, so we are back from our little swamp trip. And gonna go over here and make ourselves our Betweenlands portal. Now, to make the portal, we just got the we just got the talisman, and you need any type of sapling that, oak will work just fine. Just pop that down, and then you take one of the talismans and you right-click. And there we go. We are now within a portal tree. Can I go through here? Yes, okay. Alright, so the portal tree does require a lot of space around it, so you want to make sure it's a nice big open area. And provide plenty of light for it. Just because you don't want mobs spawning around it, I usually clear the area of torches because the torches can mess with the spawn. So you want to make sure that even grass or like saplings, other saplings are also cleared around the area. But yeah, so once you have your... Oop, got a bit of a lag there. Okay, once you have your portal tree, you can go ahead and take your first step inside. So you step into the portal, and there we go. Unlike the hunting dimension, you don't have to hit shift. Okay. I am surrounded by nothingness. Hello? Ah! Okay, that scared me for a moment. Okay, so let's see where we are. Oh boy. So now we are in the Betweenlands, also known as the Swamp Dimension. Everything here is swamp themed, and when you come here, you do want to be a bit careful because, well, for one, it is pretty dangerous. Just like the other dimensions, you have a lot of environments that you might not be familiar with, and certain mobs and things that can kill you very quickly. Ooh, nice and spooky. What do we have here? Another thing is that a lot of your equipment will just suddenly be useless. And so we got actually lucky. The cooked wolf meat didn't spoil. Anything in here? Nope. Alright, that's odd. So usually when you come to this dimension, all your food will turn into rotten food, and all your potions will turn into rotten potions. So, bringing a lot of food with you is pretty much a waste of time. And while we do have, a bronze sword, it's actually less effective against mobs in this world than other weapons. Now, the dimension, or the biome we got in here seems to be a good one, because we have these weedwood trees, and then we also have some sap trees over here. And these are very important. That's a nibblewig? I think that's the sap one. I'm getting stuck in mud. Yeah, you want to be careful. Oh, something hit me. What was that? Did I step in some nettles? Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some nettles here. And poison ivy. Okay, so yeah. Poison ivy is one thing you want to watch out for. Let's see. I believe this is one of the sap trees. Nibblewood? Maybe? Nope. Okay. We'll just put that back. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure you have the weedwood trees. If you don't have weedwood trees, then pretty much just leave that biome you're in, look for a different biome, and set up shop there. Is this one? Haha, yes. So here we got a sap tree. Okay. And that one's also very important. So in this dimension, you have another status besides hunger, and it's not showing up right now. That is decay. And as you spend time in this dimension, you will start to decay, which it's sort of like hunger, where being in combat, running, that'll increase your decay, and if you are in water, your decay will also increase, or when it's raining. And there are certain things you can do to decrease the decay, like eat bundles of sap, or certain plants. But we're going to step back through the portal, go back into our own dimension, because, quite frankly, we have some other stuff to do before we tackle the Betweenlands. Alright. Now, when you come back from the Betweenlands, all your food, if you have any food that turned into rotten food, it should turn back into its regular food. And also, if you try to place torches in the Betweenlands, they turn into damp torches and can't be lit again. You gotta watch out for that. But anyway, enough with the Betweenlands. Since we got out of stage 1 and into stage 2, we got some other stuff here that's pretty helpful. We got ourselves a marketplace, which, farming for blockheads, pretty well-known mod. You get here a market salesman who sells you all the different seeds, saplings, and some other things for, the mods that you're using. And you don't need the the salesperson, actually. You can just use the market by itself. And one interesting thing I noticed is that you can use this guy to farm potential energy, because you take it to your sacrificial altar. The salesperson is actually affected by the sacrificial altar, and his energy can be harvested. So if you have a market and a lot of free time, you can just keep farming potential energy. But yeah, so we're gonna put that somewhere closer to our base. Just, whenever you need certain seeds that might be difficult to come by, let's put it here for now. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I already popped the achievement for it, but now we can start making paper, and that is done with mulberry trees. So I believe, where is it? Paper. So you get paper from pulp. Oh, sorry, no, it's not mulberries. I mean, sawdust and glue and water, and that turns it into pulp. That's right. Okay, so get ourselves a little sawdust here. And we also need glue. Now, the sawdust you get from putting most wooden blocks into the saw, and then you can combine them in your inventory with a water bucket or a water skin, but you can also use the basin. There we go. And that gives us 3 pulp. So, just like with the leather and with how to make dough, you can get away with using a, 1 glue for 3 sawdust this way. A lot more efficient. Alright, and then we can put this here on our drying racks. And now we can even see the progress bar percentage. So it'll take about 2 minutes for it to dry, and that will then turn into paper. Alright, so let's see. Craft some wool from fleece and wicker. So we got now wicker, which we can make from sugarcane. And we have plenty of sugarcane. Now that sugarcane can't be used to make paper, I was afraid that its usefulness would be not that great, but get here a block of wicker. And then, do I have any fleece left? Nope. However, I do have shears and some sheep, so... Up. Hello, sheep. You need some of your wool. Thank you. Put that away again. And here we go. So, fleece and wicker gives you 1 white wool block. Hooray! And there's the achievement. Alright, now you should be able to make a bed from this. Got a lot of the bibliocraft stuff in here too. Oh yeah, also the construct armory parts. Very useful. But let's find, where is that bed? There it is. So yeah, 3 pieces of wool and 3 planks give you a bed. So if you don't want to have that big TP, you can make a bed inside. All right. Another part was the Tinker's mod. That's right. Yeah. Getting all the good stuff now. So to make that, you will need a crafting table, which you get with now 4 wooden planks, and then you put a crafting table in your crafting grid, and you get a crafting station. Now, a crafting station is pretty much the same as a crafting table. However, you can use items from nearby chests in it. So if I put one right here, you can use the inventories from both adjacent chests. And you can also put items in the crafting station, and they will stay there. Now, another one we're going to make all the Tinker tool stuff now. So the first one was a crafting station, then a stencil table, which we'll need some sightings for. So let me grab some mulberry wood. To get over to our saw. Alright. So, you just need some wood panel sightings, which you get from, again, using the saw. And you also need some bark. Let me just check to see if I have some. Okay, I guess I'll use the mulberry bark then. So use the panel sightings and the bark, and you get blank patterns. And most of the Tinker tools stuff will require blank patterns, so you can see our stencil table. We'll also need a part builder, which we need a log for that, and a blank pattern. Oh, it actually has different colors. Nice. Actually, let me check if I can get all of it in mulberry wood. Yes. Okay. It's the tool station, which you get from a crafting table. And then that's, I think, all we can do right. Or the the pattern chest. Okay, so chest and then that. And oh, parts chest too. Okay. One more. Please start using our crafting station. Okay. There, there, and more stencils or patterns. There we go. One on top. There we go. All right, so that should have gotten most of our basic stuff from the Tinker tools. So all of these can be used together as long as they're adjacent. So if you put down a part builder, stencil table, tool station, and then the chests, and then let's see, more mulberry. Just take one more. Jump. Okay. And another crafting station. So, as long as all the parts are adjacent to each other, they work together as a multi-block, and you can go here to the different tabs as long as they're all connected. And so this is going to be a setup for how the Tinker tools mods work, or the Tinker's constructs. You can make tools, armor pieces, a bunch of different weapons, and they can all have different effects. Very helpful. However, to do that, you can start with basic materials already, and we already have a very basic smelter set up. But what you want to do is to make a full-blown smelter, and to that extent, whoa! What happened here? Just unlocked a whole bunch of... When did that happen? Oh, so these are all different tabs for the Betweenlands? Interesting. But, okay, so we'll check that out later. What was I going to say? Yes, to make a full-blown smelter, you will need to make smelter blocks and a smelter controller, which, for the smelter controller, you need an aqua middle gem, which is one of the things you get from the Betweenlands. So you can find the ore in the Betweenlands. So until you get that, all you can use is the smaller smelter. But once you get the smelter controller, you can make a larger smelter multi-block. Oh, just put that away from here. Yes. Also, now we have reached age 2, we can start making... Oh, not grass. Glass. Yep. And let's saying that you... Let's check that again. Yep, so you just put sand in a melter or smelter. You just want to check that it... Yeah, so it doesn't work with your normal furnace. To make glass, you actually have to put them in melters or smelters. So just put the sand in there, and it will turn into molten glass. And then you pour the molten glass into the casting basin. Alright, let's see. Framing tables. How do we make these? Just use trim. Let's see, oak trim, which you get from sticks and planks. Where did I put all my wood? There it is. Okay, got ourselves some trim blocks, and then you can use the trim to make a table. A place for my things. And so now you have a framing table, which doesn't actually show the recipes for it. Show over here. Nope. It looks like you build custom storage drawers and decoration blocks. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, has the sand melted yet? No, still hasn't. Wow, it's taking a long time. Put all this back. Need to make myself some more storage. Now that I have all the Betweenlands stuff. I also made myself some armor racks. Let's see. Ah, yes. There we go. Grab that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they give you 1 block of molten glass per sand. And then pouring it into the casting basin, we get glass. Hooray! Another one down. So, now using that glass, we can upgrade our dowsing rod. So, we started with a weak dowsing rod, but now we can make a tough dowsing rod, which you make with wood, coal, and a piece of glass. Not that wood. Okay. Let me grab some oak wood from out here. Oh, it's the logs. Okay. My bad. So you don't use the planks, you use the log blocks. And here we go. So, now that we have the upgraded dowsing rod, we can start detecting gold and iron, as well as lapis, and some very, very special rock crystals for astral sorcery. Gonna sleep to get through the night here real quick. Okay. So our weak dowsing rod only detects ores in the first stage, or stage 1. So coal, copper, and tin. And over here, I found a vein of iron deposits. So I tried detecting it with my weak dowsing rod, and I couldn't find it. And I started digging down, and then I found this large hematite. As you can see, even now it says nothing of interest. But if we use a tough dowsing rod, it actually shows up. And that is because all this is iron. Iron, yes. Delicious, delicious iron. And so I'm going to go ahead and mine all this. This is going to take quite a bit, but that'll then be our stage into, well, proper iron parts. Yay! So we can make buckets, iron tools, which, are going to be a lot more readily available than the bronze ones. And then also, we want to go and look for some gold deposits. Which, again, even now, there are still some deposits that are still hidden to us, which will look as rocks, like this. But you want to leave those there because those will then turn into their respective deposits once you reach a next age. Aha! So here we have a rock crystal. I'm gonna put a little spot on the map right there. Ah! Okay. Sorry, doggy. Eeh. Oh no. Now they're all mad. Hey, you pick the fight. Eh. Stop it. Ah. So unnecessary. Okay. So. Oh gosh. Throw that away. Keep picking up things I don't need. Okay, so we found ourselves here a lapis deposit. So, and again, with the tough dowsing rod, we can actually detect it. Although, oh, what was that? I threw, oh, the rocks. Right. Lapis can be a bit further down, so I'm gonna just mark it on our map. Oh, yes! Okay. Of course there's creepers. And skeletons. You can't have one without the other. Ah! Oh yes, Wolfie! Go get him! Thanks for the assist, Wolf. Okay, so let's try this again. Haha, yes, we found some gold. Finally. After hours of... Oh, crap. Great. What? What the... Okay. I can't stop moving forwards. And I can't jump. Alright, we're back here. I had a crash. Well, not really sure what happened there, but, just kept walking in a direction without being able to jump, and then suddenly my game crashed. So, back here. And, so, yeah, we got our gold sample, which, according to the geologist, book, go ahead and check this. We can see that gold spawns between 5 and 30 Y. And I did bring the plumb bob with me. Here it is. We can see that we're way above it, so it's going to require some digging to get down. But you can already use the dowsing rod to check and see, which area it might be in. Although, because we're currently so high up, it might be too far down for us to detect. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to do some digging then between now and next time, just to get all those ores up. So, yeah, I'll then talk. So, yeah, I hope to see you. I hope you'll be there for the next episode when I start exploring the Betweenlands. Thank you and goodbye.